Top 10 countries for nature lovers to visit. There are different types of tourists in the world. Some like big cities and urban infrastructures, while others, nature lovers, want to relax in nature. The world is big enough, and almost all countries have a specific character, from deserts to tropical forests and icebergs. So, there are many best countries to visit for nature lovers, and if you ask about where to live for nature lovers, you can also find the best countries for nature lovers in Europe and on other continents. 10. The most breathtaking nature in Sri Lanka. Travel to the island of T and, more particularly, the south coast of Yala National Park for a safari in the heart of the second largest reserve in the country, which is home to elephants, mongooses, crocodiles, jackals, and hundreds of species of birds. Sri Lanka is one of the best countries to travel alone for nature lovers. Also, you can discover the region of Nuwara famous for the culture of tea and for its botanical gardens, the Hakala Botanical Gardens, which is the starting point for the ascent of Adams Peak, one of the main peaks of Sri Lanka. 9. Seychelles is a nature lover's paradise. The Seychelles Islands are a tropical paradise where you can live an authentic experience in contact with nature. A place where almost half of the territory is under a nature reserve and where you can find a great variety of different animal species unique to the planet. These islands hide one of the greatest treasures of nature, the Aldabra Atoll. It is the second largest atoll in the world and is famous for being a protected nature reserve. There only the participants of a wildlife study live, such as an impressive population of giant tortoises, characterized by reaching more than 1 meter in length and weigh up to 250 kilos. Also, the islands offer you a wide variety of activities so that you can fully enjoy their territory. It is the best country for nature lovers in the Indian Ocean. 8. Best natural attractions in Uganda. Uganda, the country landlocked and located in east-central Africa, has always been the shadow of others such as Kenya or Tanzania, more popular for safari tourism. The country is one of the most important in the conservation of primate species, with up to 15 different species, all divided into its different natural parks, such as the Bwendi Impenetrable Forest, the famous sanctuary of mountain gorillas. Trekking safaris in areas inhabited by gorillas is an experience like no other. Fully prepared, visits are only possible up to a maximum of 8 nature lovers per group per day. With what they earn thanks to these guides, the professionals of the centers allocate it to the conservation and protection of animals in the face of poachers and all kinds of threats they may harbor. 7. Must-see nature attractions in Norway. Norway is among the best countries in Europe to visit for nature lovers. It stands out as a perfect option to enjoy green tourism. You will enjoy the great nature that extends through its territory and fall in love with its beautiful northern lights and fjords. But Norway is, above all, an example to follow when it comes to respecting the environment. Its citizens and rulers, for years, have known how to value its natural landscapes and have taken care to preserve and care for it. One of the main activities that you can do in Norwegian lands is to visit the Geiranger fjords. The environmental protection that they have carried out has allowed that now you can enjoy the beauty of the famous fjords while taking a pleasant boat ride through them or, if you prefer, while hiking or cycling. 6. Iceland is a nature lover's dream. Iceland's north around Lake Mývatn is a biotope of special magic. It lies on the edge of the active volcanic zone and exquisitely testifies the geologically stormy past of the island. Here in Namaskard, for example, a high-temperature area is fascinating with bubbling mud mouths, steam clouds of sulfur, and earth in poisonous colors. Around the corner, the ex-volcano Krafla lures with its Hell Crater Lake, and at the Lernajökull, the lava is still so fresh that it smokes cheerfully from the ground and the pale volcanic lakes gurgle menacingly. Surely, it is one of the best countries in Europe to visit for nature lovers. 5. Amazing nature of Thailand. Thailand is one of the most popular travel destinations in Asia. It is not only the ultimate backpacker land but also ideal if you just want to enjoy 2 weeks of sun, beach, and sea. The landscape, characterized by overgrown limestone cliffs that protrude from the clear blue water and also by wide beaches and palm forests as far as the eye can see. Thailand has larger and smaller islands. The island of Koh Lipa is a paradise for nature lovers in the Andaman Sea. This island is not exactly big, but its underwater world is a dream. Right on the beach, you can snorkel at high tide and see lots of colorful fish, for example, clownfish, without having to swim far out. 4. Scenic nature of Switzerland. The authorities of the Swiss territory dedicate abundant resources to preserve its natural environment safe from tourist impact, To keep intact, what are some of the most impressive wild places in the world? Full of lakes, ice, and practically flooded by the imposing Alps, Switzerland offers those who take care of it in an idyllic setting to enjoy the so-called green tourism. Here, skiing, mountain routes, and climbing represent, apart from excursions through the imposing beach and oak forests and the cultivated plains, the main activities for locals and visitors. It is at the top of the best countries for nature lovers in Europe. 3. New Zealand, an intense natural paradise, is one of the best countries to travel alone for nature lovers. It has several beautiful natural parks throughout the territory, but one of the most outstanding is the Abel Tasman Park, the most visited of all. Located in Bahia Dourada, it is a natural complex where you can walk both through its lush forest and along its paradisiacal beach. Besides, the park is only accessible by boat or on foot, which makes it even more special. Another of the most visited places by tourists is the coastal town of Kaikoura, perfect for enjoying the marine fauna as well as its vegetation. Also, it is located between the seaward Kaikoura's mountains and the Pacific Ocean, which makes its landscape unique and spectacular. 2. The best nature reserves in Panama. It has one of the richest fauna and flora in the world. Between jungle and volcanoes, bordered by 2 oceans, Panama appeals to lovers of ecotourism. It is the best country for nature lovers in the region. It also has more animal and plant species and protected areas. The area of the canal, dominated by virgin forest, which extends over most of the territory. To see in particular, the Metropolitan Natural Park at the gates of downtown Panama City, where you can admire lush flora as well as a large number of animals, monkeys, iguanas, turtles, birds, sloths. Do not miss the Soberania National Park, a true paradise for ornithologists, the Chagres National Park, the territory of crocodiles and caimans, the Camino de Cruces National Park, Gatun Lake, one of the largest artificial lakes in the world, or even the National Park of the Barra volcano, where you can observe the famous Quetzal. 1. Ireland, subtropical paradise. The country of goblins, clovers, and black bear is another of the main options to enjoy the wildest nature while being respectful of it. The more adventurous ones will enjoy the beauty of the cliffs of Moher, some magical cliffs that join the magical island with the Atlantic Ocean. These steep slopes stretch for 8 kilometers and rise to 214 meters, a height that, honoring its name, can lead to ruin or can show those who approach the magnificence of nature. In case this plan does not convince those who do not like to risk, the island offers green landscapes throughout its territory. A good option to visit them is to take the highway route known as the Ring of Kerry. To sum up, Ireland is among the best countries for nature lovers in Europe.